look at this, guys. This is what I'm using to write my notes. This is so ghetto. Lord have mercy. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Fanny Millie, but you could call me Fanny. I like Fanny. It's very nice. It's very simple. Anyways, this is my second video, and if you missed my first video, you could go back and watch it. And don't forget to like and share. That's all. And for this video, I thought I would do something a little bit more personal, because I feel like there's a lot of new moms like me who are struggling with motherhood, because they have this idea in their head that they have to be perfect. Baby girl, motherhood is not perfect. It's ugly, it's hard, it's fun, it's loving, I don't have the right words to describe it, but it's not easy, it's not perfect. So today I will share with you guys 10 tips that I've learned for the past 7 months, because my baby boy is 7 months. So these are the tips that I've learned along the way, and I want to share that with you guys. Tip number 1, remember to take care of yourself. And I know that because after I gave birth to my son, my main focus was on him. There's nothing wrong with that, but always remember to take care of yourself along the way. Groom yourself, eat, dress up. Even if you're not going out, dress up and stay in the house just to make yourself feel good, because baby girl, after these 9 months, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it to feel pretty, to feel you again, because it's gonna be a long, hard, I don't know how to say it. It's gonna be hard. So remember to take care of yourself, groom yourself, do anything that will make you feel better. Tip number 2, I had to write these down, guys, because I couldn't remember everything. So tip number 2, don't beat yourself if you're not breastfeeding. This right here is huge, because when I was pregnant, I was looking up on Instagram, and I saw all these Instagram models showing, oh, pregnancy is life, pregnancy is heaven. And when it was my time to breastfeed my baby, honey, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's so hard, because it was for me, it was emotionally, psychologically, physically draining me. And I spent 1 month after my pregnancy crying, because it was so hard. At times, like, the boobs would be like, guys, I have big boobs. So imagine these boobs, like these boobs with milk. These things were so heavy. They were hurting me. And sometimes my milk will come like A+, flowing like crazy. And the next day, it's like at a C- or like a F. And I would struggle to find milk to give to my baby, and it made me feel bad, because I felt like a bad mother, you know. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even do something as simple as breastfeeding my baby. And it's not simple. I thought it was simple. It is not simple. So mothers out there, if you're not breastfeeding your baby, don't beat yourself. It's not the end of the world. I stopped breastfeeding at 4 months, and my baby's taking formula right now. And honestly, it's the best decision I've made for me and for him, because I feel like when I stopped breastfeeding him, I was more emotionally stable to take care of him, because breastfeeding was just draining. Like, when I mean draining, it was draining the life out of me. Okay, so don't beat yourself if you're not breastfeeding your baby. It's not the end of the world. Your baby will be just fine with formula. Okay? Tip number 3. Number 3, guys. Ask for advice. This one is something I had to learn along the way, because when you ask people for advice, they will give you their advice, what works for them. And I felt a little off about that because I'm not raising your child. Why are you giving me your advice? But along the way, I've learned that it's okay, because what else can they give you besides their own advice, you know? So try not to be rude, and you pick and choose the one you like. You don't have to do what everybody says. You don't have to do what grandma says. You don't have to do what grandpa says. You don't have to do anything anybody else says. You pick and choose what you want to do with your child, because at the end of the day, this is your baby, and nobody knows what's best for your baby better than you. All right, girl? Okay. Tip number 4. Sleep when that baby's sleeping, girl. Sleep. And when I say sleep, sleep. Because trust me, you're going to be exhausted. When my baby was born, the first 3 months, I slept whenever that child was sleeping, you know. I didn't care about cleaning. I didn't care about anything else. When that baby puts his head down, I put my head down, you know. Because it's very exhausting, guys. It's exhausting. Whew. You barely have time for yourself. It's like this baby is taking up all this space in your life, and you're still learning how to share that space, because, girl, just thinking about it is driving me crazy. My baby's 7 months and I still feel like I'm at stage 1, you know? So imagine being at stage 1, actually. So sleep when your baby's sleeping. It will do you a lot of good. Yeah, it will do you a lot of good. Anyways, tip number 5. Everything will fall into places. And what I mean by that is, don't rush your baby. Anything that your baby is not doing that you feel that he or she should be doing, don't do that. You know, let the baby do his thing at his own pace. And I know that because a lot of people are talking about, oh, your baby is not crawling, your baby is not this, your baby is not that, your baby should be doing this, your baby should be doing that. Girl, that don't bother me, because I feel like when my baby's ready to do something, he'll just do it. And I'm not God, and I can't, you know, speed up the process. Just let it be. You don't have control over it, so don't beat yourself about that. Tip number 6, guys. Don't feel pressure by anyone. What do I mean by that? Don't feel pressure by anyone as if like, don't look at other mothers and see what they're doing and question what you're doing with your own child, you know? Don't feel pressure that you have to do this because this person did it this way. Don't feel pressure that your mom did it this way, that you have to do it this way. You don't have to do anything any other way but your way, okay? That's one of the tips that I'm still learning, guys, so hang in there. Tip number 7, don't waste your time buying newborn clothes and up to 3 months. Girl, I have this whole suitcase over here, like in the back, with newborn and 3 months old clothing that my son never got the chance to wear. It's like I gave birth, I blinked, and this baby was 5 months old. That baby never got a chance to wear anything that my mother bought him, friends bought him, even the cute little outfits that I bought him so we could do matching stuff. By the time that baby was 5 months, it's like all these clothes just stay there. So don't waste your time. It's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. And this money, you could use it for something else. So I'm not saying don't buy, just don't go overboard. Don't waste your money on those things, because that baby's going to grow really fast before you know it, okay? Tip number 8, remind yourself that you're doing great. And I know a lot of mothers that do that to themselves. They never give themselves a positive comments. They look at all the things they're doing wrong. I'm not feeding my baby right. I'm not bathing my baby right. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But pause, take time, and look at all the things you're doing. Is your baby happy? Is that baby smiling? Is your baby sleeping? Like, these are clues that let you know that you're doing a good job. So stop for a minute and give yourself a big compliment, okay? Don't be like that. Don't be like those mothers who are so judgmental on themselves. But look at all the things you're doing right for this baby and love it and keep it moving, all right? Tip number 9, love your baby. And when I say love your baby, cuddle that baby, kiss that baby. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, you're spoiling your baby. No, shut up. I'm not spoiling my baby, okay? Because I feel like your baby is only going to be a baby once. You know, they're not going to be babies twice. And once that baby grows up, trust me, you won't be able to kiss them because they're at that stage. Ew, mommy, don't kiss me. So take advantage of how small they are. Love them, kiss them, cuddle them. There's no such thing to me as like spoiling a baby with kisses, with hugs. And let your baby know that you love them. I tell my son that I love him all the time. I know he can't say it back, but every time I tell him, baby, I love you, he has this little smile he gives me, and it tells me that he wants to say, mommy, I love you too. Oh my God, look at this, guys. This is what I'm using to write my notes. This is so ghetto. Lord have mercy. And tip number 10. Tip number 10 is something that is very personal to me, and it's something that I struggled a lot, and I'm still struggling with it, but by each day I'm getting better at it. Is don't let that baby come between you and your partner. And what do I mean by that? When that baby was born, God, it's like this baby was the center of every fight that my husband and I had. I guess it's because that he had a different way of parenting and I have my different way of parenting. So it was so hard to come as one. And it's still very hard. It's not going to be like 1, 2, 3 easy, because someone just came into your lives and that baby is just the center of everything. So it was very hard to become one so we could decide what to do for that baby. And we had a lot of fights. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not going to pretend that I'm one of those couples that the baby's here. We're so happy with this, with that. We're happy, but we had our ups and downs when that baby came into our lives. We fought like every day, guys, every day. So if you're married, if you have a girlfriend, fiance, whatever it is, do not let that baby come between us. Because trust me, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly fight. Unnecessary fights that won't lead you nowhere. All right. So tip number 1, take care of yourself. Tip number 2, don't beat yourself if you're not breastfeeding. Tip number 3, ask for advice. Tip number 4, sleep when your baby's sleeping. Tip number 5, everything will fall into places, so don't beat yourself. Tip number 6, don't feel pressured by anyone. Tip number 7, don't waste your time buying newborn or in 3 months clothing. Tip number 8, remind yourself that you're doing well. Tip number 9, love your baby, cuddle with that baby, hug that baby, tell that baby you love him or her. And tip number 10 is do not let your baby come between you and your partner. Yeah, I think that's it. And remember, guys, all these tips that I'm giving, I am not an expert. I'm still learning to do them because my baby is just 7 months. So I'm still brand new to this. This is still fresh to me. But these are the things that I feel like a lot of moms out there are struggling with. And I feel like I should share with you guys what I'm going through, what I've learned, and what I'm still gonna go through for like 18 more years. All right, because this baby is gonna be with you for 18 more years until he says bye-bye. All right, guys, I think that's it. If you like the video, don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Remember, guys, subscribe to my channel and turn on your bell if you want to know about my new drops. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye. Okay, how do I do this? Oh Lord, look at this. This is so ghetto. All right, take 2. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my God, this is exhausting.